Saturday, and you had to have a apparently you reached into the Frontier League and pulled out a minor leaguer in the name of Tommy Strasser. But no, I appreciate Tommy filling in for me while I was out of town the other night. And real quick, I had a lot of people message me either today or the other night. I found out my grandma had passed away, and a lot of people had messaged me from the Meadowbrook side, and I just want to tell everybody that asked about that if I was going to do the game because of that, and I told them I was going to be here. I appreciate the prayers and support for that real fast. So, but we're here for basketball, so let's talk some basketball, Darren.
So we're going to talk most recent. So ironically, these two teams met up almost exactly 1 year ago.
Yeah.
On March 3rd, Meadowbrook played. Thank you.
Darren, some H2O. We'll get his voice fixed here, and then we'll be back. Little 10-second interlude.
There we go. We got a little.
There we go. You sound better.
Quick lubricant there of the high-quality H2O from Bobby Boucher, and we're ready to. As I was saying, March 3rd, these teams played in the district final for Division II. Meadowbrook won that game 59-42. Now, obviously, every year, both teams are different. You got different players, but you still have players that step up for each team. And returning for Meadowbrook, Jake Singleton had 17 points in that game. Drew Webster didn't score, but played an outstanding game, including had 8 rebounds. And Easton Eibel and Romeo Dorsey saw some action in that game as well. For New Philly, 3 of their 5 starters were key contributors for him in that game, with Caden Shellis with 11 points, Carter Vandal with 8, and Michael Vickers with 8. So definitely this is going to be a drag-out, knockdown battle tonight here.
Yeah, and as you say, hey, things do change every year, but it is always good to go back and look at a year ago, see who played in that game. It does kind of give some fans some insight, but let's go back even further. And this stat, we always get some good game notes from the closer, Kirby Graham. We know he's listening at home. We always appreciate his input from, well, as we call it, the trailer, out in our studio trailer here. But interesting fact, the Colts and Quakers have played 42 games previously, many of those obviously coming within the E2L, the old league that both played in. The Quakers have a 27-15 edge in the all-time series, but interesting enough, recent history hasn't been kind to the Quakers, as the Colts have won the last 8 games in this series, going back to 17. So, yeah, different players, different faces, different coaches. But right now, Meadowbrook's had New Philly's number over the last few years.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, everybody knows about Jake Singleton breaking the scoring record. Heath, talk about some other things that he's looking to move up potentially.
Yeah, well, right now, obviously, he has 1,512 points, and he's climbing, but he is also the career leaders in threes made with 208, so he'll continue to build upon that probably tonight. And last year, he had set a school record for threes in a season, Darren, with 81. He is right now sitting at 77, so another 5 threes this season. He'll break last year's record, and again, he'll still be the leader either way. But
we got to stand for the national anthem here.
Okay, we got caught off guard there by the national anthem. Of course, me having a military family, that's always important to me to see people stand at attention at our national anthem or our flag. But we're sorry about getting caught off guard there. But as we were saying, you know, Jake is closing in on that record he broke of threes last year, and he's also second all-time for points per game in a season, averaging 26.1. Chris Wright still the all-time leader in that at 30.8 back in 73, which that was a good year because guess what? What happened in 73, Train? You got any ideas?
I'm guessing you were born.
That's the year I was born. That's right. So 73 was a great year. Chris Wright, the all-time leader at 30.8 back then. So, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. And you know, one face that is going to be familiar on that New Philadelphia side, one in sophomore 6-foot guard sophomore Colton Slaughter. He was a Cambridge kid. A lot of kids know him from the area. But Colton, his dad, left as the head coach at Cambridge, now assistant up here in New Philly. So Colton is one of their starters as a sophomore.
Mm-hmm. Obviously started and got valuable minutes for Cambridge. Yeah. As a freshman, he wasn't a starter all year, but he started some for him. And obviously he's going to fit in well with the style of play what this New Philadelphia team wants to do. So as they're announcing the starters, we'll run down through the starters. We'll start first with the New Philadelphia Quakers. Starting for him, as we said, Colton Slaughter, a 6-foot sophomore, number 2. Number 4, a 6'6" junior, Michael Vickers. A 6'5" junior, number 22, Carter Vandal. And a 6'3" senior, number 32, Caden Shellis. So definitely this is going to be a different kind of feel for Meadowbrook, as they're going to see a team that has a little bit more size than what they have seen for the most part this year.
Yeah, New Philly posing some size problems for Meadowbrook. Remember, Meadowbrook did face a team that had a lot of length in the Columbus DeSales squad earlier with Atticus Schuler and some of those fellas. So this will be another a test for Meadowbrook size-wise here tonight.
So looking over on the Meadowbrook side.
Well, as the Meadowbrook faithful now looking at us as they are turning their backs to the New Philly starters. So they're all shaking their heads. We'll give some fist bumps to the Meadowbrook kids here. So they're doing the old playbook. Turn your backs as they announce New Philly players.
They're probably wishing after looking at the two of us were looking at.
I was going to say I think they'd rather look at the New Philly kids than look at our ugly faces. But hey, that's all right.
So Meadowbrook going with their normal starting 5 as of late. Number 0, Drew Webster, 6'3" senior guard. Number 1, Romeo Dorsey, a 6'4" senior forward. Number 3, Jake Singleton, a 5'11" senior guard. Number 10, Josh Hupp, a 5'11" senior guard. And at number 13, Trayvon Mayo, a 5'11" senior guard. So this place is definitely rocking so far, as both teams are excited for this heavyweight tilt, with the winner advancing to the district finals. And they will play either Tri-Valley or East Liverpool. The winner of that game's, they're competing probably 15 minutes away from here, as they are taking, Claymont High School will be Tri-Valley and East Liverpool.
An old goodie here, the old House of Pain, with a little jump around. If you're a Big Ten fan, you know where this song is played at. Do you know, Darren? At the end of the third quarter in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin, yeah.
So here we go, off and running.
So Meadowbrook wins the tip. We're looking over top of the Meadowbrook student section, so we're going to kind of struggle in the one corner maybe a little bit. Jake, and guess where the first shot comes from? Jake, that corner.
It's going to stay with Meadowbrook.
Yep. So rebound down of bounds for the Colts.
Yeah. A good look early for Meadowbrook. And remember, Jake's been getting seen a lot of double teams here lately. So good to see them getting a wide open look early on here.
Meadowbrook swinging around. Mayo with it, looking for the handoff. Now passes it over to Jake Singleton. Now back up top to Mayo. Gets it over to Hupp. He's looking in. Guarded tightly by Vandal. Driving, kicks it out to Singleton. Jake breaks his man down, kicks it out to Webster. Now he swings it over to Mayo, who gets it to Dorsey, looks to drive, loses it, stolen by Slaughter. As New Philly pushes it across. Vickers with it, looking around, tosses it to Lowry, who gets it to Shellis. Over to Slaughter, thought about the deep three, decides not to. Now Vandal with it. Vandal probably the best all-around player on this New Philly team. Good rebounder, solid contributor on the offensive end. He's going to attack baseline. Shot no good, rebounded by Hupp.
Yeah, it's great
Hupp
deep by
skips it
Hupp.
up ahead. Mayo into Dorsey. Dorsey shot up, no good.
Another solid take, though. But
rebounded by Vandal.
So Meadowbrook getting 2 good early looks here.
So New Philly walking it up, being patient. Vickers with it, being guarded by Webster.
And you'll see a lot of that out of New Philly, a lot of patience on offense.
Vandal gets shot no good, gets his own rebound.
Good job of Webster by denying, going down and then Dorsey. Uh-oh!
And lays it up. The steal layup good by Dorsey.
Probably a good thing that he was able to get back, because I think Dorsey was going to bring the house down with that.
So Vickers with it. Slaughter over to Lowry. High low to Vandal. He shot up, no good. Foul on Hupp. He'll be shooting 2, so it looks like New Philly's got a...
They got their game plan.
Yeah.
Get it down to the big fella and let him go to work.
So sorry if my mic's a little low. We got the closer Kirby Graham set up a little low. Hopefully I sound a lot better now. I don't know if I could sound better. I probably could sound worse. So Vandal misses the first, makes the second.
Makes the second. So
they're applying a little full court pressure here as Meadowbrook breaks it.
the first time we've seen either team with a little bit of pressure coming up the court.
Singleton driving, falls away, jumper, good.
Yeah,
4-1 Colts.
I tell you what, that's a nice little butter shot. Very smooth.
Very
shot.
tough.
Yes.
Very tough to defend, too.
And I tell you what, Webster
that's going to be 5 seconds.
Yeah. Great job by Webster. And I tell you what, Meadowbrook's showing some intensity here early on, so kind of frustrating New Philly.
And both teams are in that situation. It's win or go home.
There ain't no leaving anything on the table at this point.
It's basically win or get ready for track, baseball, or whatever spring sport you're playing.
If it was me, I'd rather stay indoors for a couple more weeks.
Yeah, it's supposed to be warm this weekend, but it's not shorts weather yet.
No. Well, it's always shorts weather for me, but still, sometimes it's still a little cold doing it. Oh,
and that's going to be great save by Slaughter. Gets it to Shellis. Layup good.
Yeah, that was just an awesome job by Slaughter. And then Shellis on the bucket.
Good heads-up play there for the sophomore. It looks like they're playing a little diamond press there. As Jake's going to step back 3, it's good. 7-3 Colts. Vickers bringing it up. Slaughter's going to lift the deep 3, no good. Jake Singleton with the rebound. Jake hands it off to Trayvon, fakes the 3, looks to drive, kicks it over to Hupp, swings it over to Webster, now inside to Dorsey. Little shimmy shake, tosses it over to Singleton, pull back, step back 3, good.
Jake's fired it already coming out of the box, so good job by Dorsey to not try to force anything there.
But I think they called it a 2.
Yeah, long 2.
I couldn't tell. I know the student section was...
And Dorsey with the rebound, so yeah, it was a 2.
The student section was holding the 3 up, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Dorsey. So Vandal steps there and takes the charge.
Yeah.
So 9-3
just after Dorsey
Colts.
showed a little bit of patience kicking that over to Jake there. He got a little ahead of himself, but again, I'll tell you what I'm seeing early on, Darren, in the first 4.5 minutes, Meadowbrook is getting a lot of good looks here early on, which is something we've not seen the last few games.
Lowry over to Vickers. Vickers looking to attack. Hits back door, kicks it out to the corner. Now gets it inside to Vandal. Now out, back into Vandal.
You almost want to see him attack if you're New Philly and get Hupp second.
Now Lowry
Nice
with
job
it.
by Dorsey.
He's looking to find somebody.
Yeah.
And it's going to go Meadowbrook way.
Wow.
Kind of a tough pass for Vickers to handle.
And I'll tell you what, that was all Dorsey, because Dorsey could have picked up that foul there, as it is loud in this gym right now. The decibel level at 110 in here. But I tell you what, Dorsey stayed down, made the guy kind of make an ill-advised pass, and and then Meadowbrook able to bounce it off of the player out of bounds, New Philly player out of bounds, and get the steal. So just a great job there by Meadowbrook all the way around.
Yeah, excellent job there by the Colts, as we're having a little trying to get the camera set up, since there's so many people here, the stands are shaking, and we're trying to Shylon's trying to get that set up,
doing a great job here on the fly. So.
I may have showed too much as I put the sponsors on the screen. They may think I know more than I do. So it's 3:03 to go in the first quarter. Meadowbrook's on top 9-3. It was a timeout for New Philly. It's going to be a full timeout. So early on, it's definitely been the Meadowbrook getting good shots.
Yeah,
and really their defense doing an excellent job. I mean, Vandal's got the ball inside, but he's only split the 2 free throws the one time.
Yeah, missed 3 shots so far too. So 0 of 3, 1 of 2 at the line. So Meadowbrook doing their job on him.
Singleton gets a little screen from Dorsey. He's looking. Gets over the corner to Webster. Passes to Mayo. Mayo over to Hupp. Hupp driving. Doesn't have anything. Kicks it out to Mayo. Being guarded by Slaughter. Gets
Dorsey
it inside to Dorsey.
Nicely, yeah.
Getting triple teamed in the wraparound.
Webster wasn't ready, but it was the right look by Dorsey there for sure. So
a good look.
Webster wasn't looking, but he knew that that third guy come up and left the Webster wide open on about the half spot, and he just wasn't looking for it. So
that says something about you as a post player when you're getting triple teamed.
Yeah, they're respecting Dorsey early here. He's been getting a lot of doubles.
Slaughter inside to Vandal, no good.
This is it.
Vickers gets the board. Now Vandal's driving again, puts it up, and that time he got it to fall.
Used the pump fake to get Hupp up in the air, and then just drove into the paint and got the deuce. So nice job there by Vandal.
So I'm sure that's got to kind of be a relief for him, as he kind of got off to a sluggish start here.
Yeah, you start getting frustrated, then you start forcing the issue.
Backdoor look to Jake, puts a shot up, tries drawing the contact, no call, rebounded by Lowry.
And I was going to say that was a nice job by Jake, knowing that he could get the contact, but ref didn't see anything there, so play on.
Vickers over to Shellis. Now to Lowry. Vandal has it at the top of the key. Shot fake, looking to drive. Backing down. Off glass, no good, but he draws the foul, and that's going to be the second on Hupp.
That's Hupp's, but I tell you what, I thought Vandal got away with the little forearm push there.
So Easton Eibel and Dane Singleton both at the scorer's table, going to check in here after this free throw. Vandal knocks down the first free throw.
And as we watch this first quarter unfold, Vandal's got tons of looks. Meadowbrook's going to have to do something to kind of limit his looks, because, if he keeps this up, he's going to eventually get into a rhythm, and you don't want that. So they're going to have to do something to kind of limit his looks, because he's been getting a lot of them early on.
And the second free throw is good, so he has 5 of their 7.
Yeah, they've cut it now to 4 points in a row. They've cut it to a 2-point deficit.
And Owen Miller has checked in for Jaden Lowry for the Quakers. So it's a good use of a timeout from Coach Vole, as looks like it's going to stay possession Meadowbrook, as they've scored the next 4 points out of the timeout.
And we got Easton Eibel. I don't know if you, I might have missed that. You said he come into the game, but Easton's on the floor now too, I see.
And that one's going to be deflected out of bounds.
Well, for Meadowbrook's,
but hey, they are getting closer.
I was going to say they now are across half court, so they have the option of going either back court or front court here with this. So.
And they're doubling Jake there, making sure he doesn't get the inbounds.
Yeah, but
as they get it into Trayvon.
I'll say the way Trayvon's been playing here, he's been that additional ball handler for him.
Back screen for Jake, doesn't have anything. Webster pops out, swings it over to Eibel. Eibel looking around, gets it to Singleton. He's in the paint, layup, scoop layup, good. Good cut from Jake, laying it up and in off the feed from Eibel.
We've watched him for 4 years, and I still don't know how he does it.
Vickers guarded by Jake Singleton. Now they're going inside to Vandal. He finds teammate Shellis, opposite block, who lays it up and in. Good find from Vandal to Shellis, and it's 11-9. Meadowbrook looking to hold it for the last shot. Here's Coach Jarrett's holding up the one finger for one shot as we're just over 30 seconds here. Do a little double on Jake, has to get rid of it. Then Webster gets it and gives it right back to him. Meadowbrook being very patient, making sure they're running the clock, keeping track of that 5-second count. 10 seconds. Eibel looking around. Passes it inside to Dane Singleton. Shot blocked. I'm not sure if it was
25, I believe.
Owen Miller with the block.
Yeah.
It's going to stay possession. Meadowbrook with 0.4 of a second, so they're going to. This is a catch and shoot situation, or maybe even a tip situation. And that's going to be it for the first quarter, as the Colts lead 11-9 here at Indian Valley High School in the Division II District Semifinals. We'll try to get some scoring updates of East Liverpool and Tri-Valley throughout the night, as Hupp and Dorsey are going to check back in for the Colts. We'll thank our sponsors here while we have between quarters. We got RHEA, the Meadowbrook Teachers Union, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, the Markley Company, Big Fitz Barbecue, FMJ Indoor Range, the Stimmer Family, G&T's Faded Barbershop, Main Screen Printing, Chucky's Custom Tackle, Renovate Fitness and Nutrition, Kick Extreme Desserts, which is coming soon to Cambridge, Leonard and Newland Real Estate Services, and Graham Excavating. So we're just moments away from the second quarter here of this big heavyweight tilt tonight. And of course, we do have the other one where there's the leaders retreat. That's a Caleb Graham. If you wanted to scan the barcode they have there, they'll have more information on there, Caleb said, and you can see if that may or may not interest you as this new Philly ball here to start the second quarter. Vickers guarded by Mayo, looking around, picked up his dribble, gets it over to Vandal. Vandal now guarded by Webster.
Yeah, kind of a switch here. Webster picking up Vandal now. Probably a good switch.
Owen Miller over to Colton Slaughter. Slaughter being guarded in a backside
lob.
Miller, no good.
That was tapped out of bounds. I think that was tapped out by Philly.
Yeah, I think it was too.
Yeah.
As
Jake must have seen something that we couldn't see. So.
Yeah, so it's going to stay possession to the Quakers.
Yeah, Miller missed that wide open look there. So that's the second time they've caught Meadowbrook back door.
Shellis back to Vickers.
Yeah,
Vickers
get a little clustered there, so they'll pull it back out.
Vickers guarded by Webster, looking to drive, spins, gets in the paint, pulls up from 10 feet, no good. Rebounded by Vandal. Back to Vickers. He's going to hand it off to Slaughter. Gets it over to Miller. finds Slaughter off the flare, and
Yeah,
we're going to have
Jake,
a jump ball. It's going to be possession, Meadowbrook.
Great job by Jake. Saw that pass, kind of telegraphed it and jumped the passing lane and got the tie up there. So good job by Jake. I tell you what, they're just a few seconds earlier, that was a nice job of Webster staying down when Vickers went up for that jumper. He tried to get him up in the air, and Webster stayed planted, so could have got an easy foul, but good job there, both by Jake and Drew on the defensive side.
Mayo gets it over to Hupp, guarded tightly by Miller. Now they're going to switch and tries
Vandal,
finding Dorsey, but Vandal's there to take it
Vandal
away.
Was ready. That was definitely telegraphed. Oh, Vandal's going to get a travel. Yep.
So the Quakers will give it right back as Lowry's going to check back in.
I think he was wanting to go to the paint, got cut off, and then was looking for somebody to cut, and he just had nowhere to go. So quick turnovers here by each team so far.
So 11-9 Colts, 6:20 to go, second quarter. Trayvon. Jake wanted to go to the back door, but decided to pause on it as he didn't have it, and Trayvon threw it out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Quakers.
Yeah, and both teams did a fairly good job of taking care of the basketball, you know, all things considered, coming out with jitters in that first quarter. Here in the second, kind of.
And we're going to have a foul. I believe it'll be on Webster.
Yeah, Webster. Webster's shaking his head. He didn't like the call. I was almost going to say I don't know what happened there. Couldn't see it from my vantage point if he got him on the wrist or what. But
Shellis going inside to Vandal. Vandal going to work, step through, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Dorsey. Good job staying down.
Man. Meadowbrook was going to.
And we're going to have a blocking foul, I believe, on Slaughter.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a pretty good collision right there. I think that's New Philly's first foul of the game.
That is their first foul.
I had to look up at the board to see if I was seeing things.
Jake getting the screen from Romeo. Looking, kicks it over to Hupp. He's going to lift the three. No good. Webster's going to get the board.
That's huge.
Meadowbrook swinging around. Webster's going to shoot the three, and it's good. Off the pass, I believe it's from Trayvon.
Trayvon with the pass there. So good job moving that ball around, and Webster getting rewarded for that big offensive board a second before. So great job by the senior.
Lowry over to Vandal, guarded by Trayvon now, as Meadowbrook switched some things up. Now,
and Vandal was moving his feet there. You can't move while somebody's trying to go around, so I'm surprised they didn't call out and move the screen.
Vickers looking in the paint, spin, left hand up and good.
What a tough shot. Wow. Has had to work for everything here since probably about the midway point at first.
Here comes a screen. Now gets it up top to Singleton looking to drive. He's going to step three. Good. And we're going to have a timeout, full timeout from Meadowbrook as they're going to go up 17-11.
You know, and I like Coach Jarrett how he uses his timeouts like this sometimes, you know, because he don't have a real deep bench. And, you know, we've seen him do this. Score, call a timeout, and get a little bit of poise back and get rested. So I think it's a good timeout right there.
Yeah, this definitely isn't a timeout to make the adjustments. It's timeouts like, hey, guys, get something to drink, get a little bit of a breather here.
Great timeout.
Refocus, re-energize. And that's what we're wanting to do, too, is we'll both of us get a swig of water.
It's been good action so far.
So we'll thank our sponsors, our HEA, Meadowbrook Teachers Union, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, the Markley Company, Big Fitz Barbecue, FMJ Indoor Range, the Stemmer Family, G&T's Faded Barbershop, Main Screen Printing, Chucky's Custom Tackle, Renovate Fitness and Nutrition, Kick Extreme Desserts, coming soon to Cambridge, Leonard and Newland Real Estate Services, and Graham Excavating. So we're almost halfway through the first half here. Colts are on top by 6, 17-11. So Vickers is going to bring it up. Mayo's going to pick him up at half court. Gets it over to Vandal. Vandal looking around. Now he's going to put it down on the floor. Webster keeping him there. And he finds an open Vickers.
Good job by Dorsey to get back over there. Man.
And Dorsey gets the board. And we're going to have a traveling violation on Dorsey there. So Eibel's going to check back in for Meadowbrook. He's getting Trayvon.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a nice job by Romeo because they had an easy deuce.
Yeah, that was an easy one. That's the second time that New Phillies missed a perfect opportunity for a bucket as Vickers is going to lift the three. No good. Rebounded by Jake Singleton.
Yeah, that's a nice screen there by Romeo.
Eibel's going to step up just inside the three-point line, knock it down. Big bucket there from Easton. Eibel extends the lead to 8.
You know, we've seen Easton hit big shots as this season's unfolded. Looking back at that Cambridge game, remember he hit 2 massive threes in that game.
Lowry over to Vickers. He's driving.
Yeah, had the height
Shot
of it.
up, good, yeah.
That's tough. Had that height advantage on Easton, and he attacked as soon as he saw it.
And we're going to have a foul here. Looks like it's going to be on Slaughter.
That's his second. So first player for Philly, a little bit of foul trouble, and that's huge because Slaughter is one of their three-point marksmen. And so Slaughter, a 42% three-point shooter, so that kind of stings to have him on the bench for them.
Up with it, dribbling it over to Jake Singleton corner, looking to drive. And we're going to have a foul
32,
on Shellis.
Jake saw that opening. He was in full attack mode, trying to go right down that left baseline.
Meadowbrook will have it on down under here. Up 6, 19-13. Inbounds to Dorsey. Gets it over to Eibel. Eibel look around, finds Jake, shot fake, then lifts it, no good. Rebounded by Vandal. As New Phillies pushing it here.
Jake was just a little too
inside to Lowry from Shellis. It's good.
So yeah, that 8-point lead down to 4 quickly.
Now Jake out to Webster. He's going to lift the three. No good. Rebounded by Lowry.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Romeo went to the floor to try to get that, but with Philly coming up, it's a big possession here for Philly.
Miller looking around, gets it over to Shellis. Shellis down to Miller. Miller looking around, gets it to Vickers. Vickers setting the offense in, calling the play.
Yeah, as we're approaching the 2-minute mark here.
And he's going to have Shellis fakes the three, gets it into Lowry, lays it up and in. That's the second time.
That's been an issue. That's been an issue tonight. That's the 4th or 5th time Meadowbrook has got caught down low, defensively. So they're going to have to shore that up. There's some communication issues there.
Inside just inside the free throw line, Jake Singleton knocks the jumper down, 21-17. And Vickers quickly attacking, and he's driving, gets cut off. He's going to find Shellis, open three, no good. Vandal with the board. Now Shellis in the paint doesn't have anything deflected, but Vandal gets it. He's going to pull up from the wing. 15-footer is good. (21-19), approaching the 1-minute mark.
And I think Coach Jarrett's calling for the last shot. So we're at the 1-minute mark now. Here we go.
Hey, there's no shot clock in high school basketball.
Nope.
So
Meadowbrook's controlled this first half. They've never trailed. So be nice to see them get a bucket here and go up a little bit more here going into the half.
Up with it, guarded by Vandal. He's looking to drive, gets in the paint, scoop, no good, rebounded by Lowry. So now New Philly has a chance to tie or take the lead going into the half. As Vickers needs to get it. He's stolen by Jake.
Yeah.
And he's going to,
he
was say on the floor.
Yeah. Vickers was looking over to the bench to see what was going to go on, or the play to be called, and Jake saw it and just jumped right in. So very heads-up play by Jake.
And I think Coach Jarrett's fired up and wants the intentional foul, as everybody on the Meadowbrook bench is. And the big thing I want to know is how close was he to 10 seconds on there? It seemed like he was approaching the 10-second violation before even the steal from Jake.
Yeah, I think Jake was on the floor, so I mean, I can see him not calling the intentional there, but the Meadowbrook faithful was wanting it. 8 seconds here.
Deep three. Oh. No good. Rebounded by Owen Miller.
And that's going to be it.
And that's going to be the half. So after Meadowbrook takes an 11-9 lead at the end of the first quarter, both teams tally 10 points in the second, as Coach Jarrett's having a discussion here at halftime with the officials, wanting to know what the call was on the non-intentional foul, and now he decides to head back to the locker room, and with the Colts on top 21-19 at the half. We'll be back after a quick break with first half statistics and analysis here on the KTP Network. Welcome back. Halftime here at Indian Valley High School. The Meadowbrook Colts leading 21-19 over the New Philadelphia Quakers. Score of interest for people. Tri-Valley is leading East Liverpool 20-17 at the half on that game. That game is at halftime as well. Looking down, scoring by quarters, Meadowbrook grabbed an 11-9 lead at the end of 8 minutes. Both teams are deadlocked at 10 points apiece in the second quarter. Brings us to our 21-19 halftime score. Looking down individual scoring, we'll start with the New Philadelphia Quakers. Leading the way, Carter Vandal with 7 points. He's been a man in the inside. He hit the one jumper from about 14 feet on the right wing, but everything else has been an inside look for him. And then they have a trio of players with 4 points each with Michael Vickers, Caden Shellis, and Jaden Lowry. Over on the Meadowbrook side, 4 guys have cracked the scoring column. Leading the way is Jake Singleton with 14 points, including a pair of threes, one each in the first and second. With 3 points, a three-pointer from Drew Webster, and 2 points apiece from Romeo Dorsey and Easton Eibel. Heath on to team and individual statistics.
Okay, for Meadowbrook in the first half, shot 9 of 18 from the floor, so good shooting there. As from the three-point line, 3 of 8. On the flip side, New Philly also good from the field, 8 of 19, shot 0 of 3 though. So the difference, Meadowbrook hitting 3 threes, whereas New Philly hasn't dialed in one yet. So good advantage here behind the 3-point line. As far as team statistics, I have New Philly. Well, I got to look for it, Darren. There we go. There's Meadowbrook's. Meadowbrook finished 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, no blocks. Also had 6 turnovers. I guess as far as rebound leader would be Dorsey with 3. Steal leader, Jake had 2 of their 3. On the other side of things, New Philly had 11 rebounds, so 11-9 edge. Of course, Vandal has been their catalyst. He has 5, and Jaden Lowry has 3. So just 2 players with mainly doing most of the board work for New Philly, and Vandal and Lowry. They have 3 assists. Caden Shellis with 2. As far as steals go, they have 3. Colton Slaughter had 2 early on, and then 1 block. That was Owen Miller. And then they, too, have also 6 turnovers. So there are your team statistics, Darren.
And like you said, Vandal and Lowry have been the 2 big rebounders, and Vandal has been a handful for this Meadowbrook defense inside.
Yeah, he's been tough. I mean, he has been very active from the get-go, and I'm sure that's one of the things Coach Jarrett's probably going to talk to him here at the halftime, is trying to find a way to minimize him, because he has been pretty much the one-man wrecking crew for New Philly. He has 7 of their 19 points, as you said, and Vickers has also had a lot of looks, but I mean, when you look up at the scoreboard, you got 1 player with 7 and then 3 others with 4. They've definitely got a pretty good mix as far as as far as points go. But again, Jake always Meadowbrook's leader typically, but that's something that's kind of it's been rare lately. We don't see any points from Hupp or Trayvon. They've been those big scoring contributors here in the second half of the season, so I'm sure they're going to look for ways to get their guys more involved as well. And Romeo, he had some looks early, but they did a nice job at double and triple teaming him even at times to only get him 1 bucket. So I think Meadowbrook, here in the second half, they're going to have to do a better job getting a little bit more of the guys involved scoring.
And maybe they're New Philly's going with the opposite philosophy of those first 2 games of Meadowbrook's. Indian Valley and Cambridge really focused on limiting Jake Singleton.
Right.
Well,
maybe they're just going.
And New Philly's like, hey, he's good. He's good. We can't stop him. Let's try to limit the other 4 on the floor.
Right.
So we're less than 10 seconds away.
Yeah, Meadowbrook's about to come out of the tunnel, and Meadowbrook faithful coming up to their feet here, getting excited as we're about ready, as you say, start the second half.
So New Philly's going to play their same starting five. Same five that started the game will start the second half.
It's going to be the same
and
for Meadowbrook.
Likewise for Meadowbrook. So it's going to be New Philadelphia ball here.
There we go. 16 minutes to find out who punches their ticket to the district final.
Vandal driving.
Nice
Cut
job
off by Hupp, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound, Jake Singleton. So Vandal again gets it inside, but can't convert.
Yeah, just all Hupp on the defensive effort there.
Vickers staying with Singleton. He skips it across. Mail to Webster. To Hupp, he's going to lift the three, and it's good.
I was going to say, that looked good as soon as it left his hand. So nice job moving the ball around there. Kick over by Webster.
So there you go. You wanted
yeah.
the other guys to step up, and there Josh Hupp's heard you loud and clear and knocks it down, the three-pointer. We're going to have a foul.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Jake. Let's see here. Yeah,
Yep.
Jake. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought Romeo wasn't there before the foul got called. So, but yeah, I mean, that was a nice job moving the ball down on the other end.
And it's
Vandal
into
again,
Vandal.
Yeah,
And he misses again.
Point blank range twice. So
Dorsey grabs the rebound. Meadowbrook cross half court.
But again, they cannot
Webster
let him.
and wow, no call there as
Yeah, he got right.
Dorsey was setting the screen and
totally shoved and ran over.
Now Trayvon looking in there, doesn't see anything, has to kick it out. Now Jake going to draw the foul. Two-shot foul.
Two, yeah. But I was getting ready to say, you know, Vandal down here twice on the low block there and getting good post-up spots, but he can't get him to fall. I mean, they're just going to have to keep him out of there somehow, some way, whether they double him high-low. They're going to have to come up with some sort of combo on him because he is just getting way too many easy looks.
Singleton knocks down the first free throw, extends the lead to 6. And he cashes in on the second. And that's the first 2 free throws of the night for Meadowbrook.
Low pressure here by Meadowbrook.
Vandal brings it across. Looking around. Gets it to Vickers. And Shellis with it, looking around. Finds Lowry, baseline drive, shot up and good.
That's a nice way to use his body to get to the spot and get the easy two. So we've seen Lowry come in here and make some contributions.
Meadowbrook kind of escaped with one there.
Right,
It's out of bounds, and Jake was able to deflect it off of Quaker as Dane Singleton's going to check in for Dorsey here.
And Dane's wide open at the midcourt. We've seen this a lot where I said Trayvon has become their secondary ball handler. If they're not going to let Jake get it, then Trayvon will bring it up.
Here's Webster looking, doesn't have anything, over to Trayvon. Now he's looking to drive. He's got the step, lays it up off the glass and in.
Yeah, got his man leaning and just took off to the basket. So nice job of getting to the 10 there by Trayvon.
Now Vickers backing down Webster, shot fake. Puts it off glass, no good. Tipped out, Vickers gets his own rebound. Shellis, Vandal's going to lift the three. He's short, rebounded by Singleton.
And you do wonder if Vandal's starting to get, like I said earlier, a little frustrated here. Kind of out of character to shoot one that out of the rhythm offensively. Couldn't find what I was trying to say, Darren.
Yes, he's trying to shoot himself into a streak, but he's kind of prolonging his slump, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, not the shot we usually are used to seeing him.
And Trayvon's going to be out of bounds on him. It's going to be a turnover on Meadowbrook.
Yeah, I thought he got somebody tipped that from behind. So that's our first turnover here of the second half. So still Meadowbrook
Vandal up ahead to Vickers. Here comes a trap. He spins out of it. Vickers is going to drive, lays it up and good. Fakes the pass, gets the defense to shift just a little bit, and Slaughter deflects that one out of bounds.
Yes, so we're seeing Philly pick up their pressure here. They're going to keep this full court going. So Dorsey back in for Dane.
Webster in the mail. Back over to Webster. Back to Mayo.
Yeah, Meadowbrook has done a nice job of breaking that full court press every time tonight. So we're doing it. Here we see the
that,
jump.
yep.
Yeah, starting to see that strategy here in the second half a bit.
And Jake spins around, baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded by Vandal. And here comes New Phillies. Vickers gets it across half court. Looking to drive, kicks it out to Slaughter. Slaughters loses it, keeps it alive, but Dorsey retrieves it, gets a steal. Up ahead, the Singleton layup is blocked by Vickers, but Hupp is there to clean it up. And that three's no good. Vandal gets the board. The three was from Slaughter. Vandal got the rebound. And let's take a quick breath here.
Yeah, so on the other end, Dorsey got the rebound, pushed it out to Jake. Jake gets blocked by Vickers. Hupp won the offensive rebound with the putback on the deuce. And then on this end, we come down and Vandal, as you said, Slaughter with the three, Vandal with the rebound and gets fouled by, I think it was Hupp that got the foul, I'm not sure. So
I think it was because he just checked down.
Yeah.
Singleton checked in from. You only made one mistake. Dorsey got the steal instead of a rebound.
Yeah.
Both shots were off on the free throw line. And Dane Singleton with the rebound.
Wow. Vandal struggling from the line.
Struggling overall at shooting.
Yes. That's, I mean, hey, I'm sure that's a recipe Meadowbrook will take.
Mm-hmm. Mail to Dorsey. Kicks it over. 50-foot baseline jumper. Dane Singleton knocks it down.
That's going to be a timeout by Philly as Meadowbrook has extended to a 9-point lead, which is their largest of the night.
32-23. Meadowbrook on top. 3:41 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, they've come out of this second half just playing very well, and I mean Vandal, like I said, he's got to be frustrated because they cannot get him going this quarter here.
So we'll thank our sponsors real quick: RHEA, Meadowbrook Teachers Union, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, the Markley Company, Big Fitz Barbecue, FMJ Indoor Range, the Stimmer Family, G&T's Faded Barbershop, Main Screen Printing, Chucky's Custom Tackle, Renovate Fitness and Nutrition, Kick Extreme Desserts, coming soon to Cambridge, Leonard & Newland Real Estate Services, and Graham Excavating. So Meadowbrook dropping back into a half-court defense here.
Nice
And
job
that
by
was
Dane.
deflected out of bounds. Dane Singleton getting a hand in
I
the
was gonna
passing
say,
lane.
and all the Meadowbrook bench, everybody jumped up to give a hand for Dane there. So,
And that just doesn't go much in the stat column if they keep deflections, but it makes them think before they make that pass.
Right.
As Slaughter's three back iron,
Dane
no
with
good.
a hard
Dane with
rebound.
a big rebound.
Yeah, that was a huge rebound. Tell you what, Dane's come in and showed. Oh, they didn't like that. Slaughter. They didn't. Meadowbrook was right. It should have been a foul there, but hey.
And Jake's layup, scoop layup, good, and the foul.
Meadowbrook's starting to feel good about themselves here.
And that put him up double digits, up 11. Jake's free throw is good.
Meadowbrook having a massive third quarter. You want to see
out the Vandal.
Start to see if Philly starts to press even more here. But yeah, Dorsey, now almost a second call there.
Vickers hands it off to Shellis, looking to drive, gets it to Vandal. Vandal in the paint, pulls up 12-footer, no good. Rebound Shellis, no good. Rebound Dane Singleton. Jake calling off the screen. Meadowbrook spacing it out, giving him room. Hands it off to Dane, gets it across to Webster, gets it to Mayo. Mayo to Jake Singleton, looking, now kicks it over to Webster, fakes the three.
Yes,
driving baseline, blocked by Vandal.
Yeah.
But it's going to stay possession Meadowbrook.
Yeah, Drew went down, and we couldn't see if he was doing a little bit of acting there, but it looked like he might have got bodied a little bit. Nonetheless, at least it stays Meadowbrook ball here.
Singleton gets the screen from Singleton. Jake with it, left wing,
They got
backing out.
Vandal guarding. Looks like Vickers going to, somebody's open.
And he throws it down and just out of reach of Mayo. And I think Meadowbrook right there was thinking about holding it for one shot.
I think so too.
They were kind of backing it out.
Which honestly, hey, why not? You know, you're up 4 possessions right now. Don't help him. Vickers, nice job using his body to get down here. And the Phillies will call a smart timeout here.
Yeah, they just cleared out the left side for Vickers, who is left-handed. He just drove down there and
laid
it up.
That's twice this quarter he's done that.
So 35 to 25. 1:49 to go with the third quarter.
And this is one of those games where you feel like, Meadowbrook has had the lead. They've seemingly been in control for most of the game, but you're still, it's nervous nonetheless, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, New Philly's a good team. They could get hot in a hurry. And, they've not, the craziest thing is they haven't hit a 3 tonight.
Nope.
They're a team that does hit 3, so, they may start looking to switch their strategy up here a little bit. So, Meadowbrook, they just got to keep doing what they're doing. Like you said, they've definitely got some more guys involved. You see, as I said, coming out of the half, they had to get more guys involved. Dane a bucket, Trayvon a bucket, Huck 2 buckets, So they've got a lot of contributions from their other guys this quarter, and that's, in my opinion, that's why they've taken this double-digit lead.
Yeah, definitely guys have stepped up, had that big 3, the opening possession for him. And then the big baseline jumper from Dane Singleton.
Yeah,
Trayvon with the driving bucket. I mean,
Dane's back on the bench, but let's give Dane a ton of credit. He came in, 3 boards, a bucket, a deflection. I mean, he came in and did work.
Up with it here. Gets it to Jake. Gets in the paint. Doesn't have anything. Kicks it out to Eibel. Eibel up top to Hupp. Hupp looking to drive. Down the lane. Shot. No good. And
team rebound for New Philly.
I believe the shot was blocked by Lowry.
Lowry blocked the shot.
So it's going to go possession New Philly.
And that's 2 possessions in a row that Meadowbrook come up empty-handed. So that's what Philly's wanting.
And there's a steal. Not quite.
Steal, yeah. About come up with it.
Inbounds to Lowry. He gets it to Shellis. Now inside to Vandal.
Yeah, that's where
Vandal
Philly.
Quick.
Yeah. You let him get down there that easy. He's not going to typically miss those little turnarounds.
Quick move there by Vandal. Little baby hook off the pass from Shellis. So it's back to single digits. Down 8 the Quakers are. Under a minute to go. Meadowbrook
probably going to play for the last shot.
Oh, and almost a steal, but Dorsey gets it off the deflection and throws it. And Slaughter's right there to retrieve it.
This has been a nightmare minute and a half for Meadowbrook.
Now Vickers is driving. Shot fake, left hand, gets it bounced, no good. Rebound Vandal, no good. Rebound Vandal, shot up, no good, but he's fouled.
Yeah, I mean, this is Meadowbrook was up 12 with that timeout at 1:49, and I mean this could be a quick 6, cutting 6 off that deficit quickly. So I mean Meadowbrook seemingly up 12, looking like they were starting to get into that driver's seat, and all of a sudden this game's gotten interesting in a hurry.
So Vandal cashes in on both of them.
Meadowbrook's going to need to get a bucket here, so a little 6-0 run by New Philly here at about the last minute 20.
They're applying a little full court pressure here. Corner to Hupp. Back over to Webster. Now Trayvon with it, 15 seconds. Gets it to Singleton. And here comes a double. He skips it across to Hupp. Now Jake's got to get to the inside. Runner, good.
Oh, wow.
A big runner there by Jake with just over a second to go.
That was one of them buckets you just feel like Meadowbrook really needed.
And that may be a new weapon to the repertoire. We haven't seen him really throw up the runner a whole bunch.
Maybe Mr. Bond taught him that from Cambridge.
Yeah, that's a Caleb Bond.
Caleb Bond special right there.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Caleb, hey, we love your game, buddy. So, but yeah, that's a new weapon to use there.
So 37-29 Meadowbrook. 8 minutes of basketball to go here at Indian Valley High School. So we'll thank our sponsors, RHEA, Meadowbrook Teachers Union, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, the Markley Company, Big Fitz Barbecue, FMJ Indoor Range, the Stimmer Family, G&T's Faded Barbershop, Main Screen Printing, Chucky's Custom Tackle, Renovate Fitness and Nutrition, Kick Extreme Desserts coming soon to Cambridge, Leonard and Newland Real Estate Services, and Graham Excavating. So we're in the fourth quarter at Claymont High School, and Tri-Valley is leading East Liverpool 29-26.
Well, good game there too.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, a lot of people were wondering how that was going to go. East Liverpool got a lot of good athletes.
Tri-Valley's got a lot of experience.
And I was going to say, then Tri-Valley's got the experience. Tri-Valley, a lot of people's picked to go to the regionals from this district.
Meadowbrook with the ears. Hupp hands it off to Jake Singleton. Being doubled by Slaughter and Shellis. Gets it over to Hupp. Hupp looking around. Gets it over to Webster. Webster being doubled. Finds Hupp. Hupp's got a lane. Kicks it over to Dorsey. Layup, no good.
I was going to say, little late whistle, but the right call. Going to be a foul on Lowry. Sending Dorsey to the line for his first two. I'll tell you what, you got to give Philly credit. They've done a nice job on Dorsey here, keeping him limited tonight. So Dorsey looking to get
He's short on the first one.
I'm going to say he's got 2 points so far, so looking to get his third.
And he makes the second.
So the first point of the final quarter here.
9-point Colts lead. Vandal, top of the key with it, gets it over to Shellis. Shellis dumps it down to Vandal. Doesn't have anything. Looking around, still looking. Fires it, corner three, Shellis. And finally, for the Quakers, they get an outside shot to fall.
Yeah, and that was just great defense by Meadowbrook, and unfortunately they were able to find the open guy. So
here's Hupp. Pass deflected and out of bounds. Going to stay Meadowbrook possession. 38-32. 6:47 to go in the game in regulation. Dorsey getting doubled in the post, gets it over to Webster, gets it to Hupp, corner three.
That's
with
huge
the answer.
Ball movement right there. Good job.
So Josh Hupp with 8 now, all 8 coming in the second half.
Yeah, so, I mean, Philly hits that massive three by Shellis, and Meadowbrook answers as Jake gets it down to Dorsey, kicks it out to Webster, and Webster down into the left corner to Hupp for a massive triple. So
42-32, or 41-32. 6:33 to go. We'll thank our sponsors, RHEA, Meadowbrook Teachers Union, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, The Markley Company, Big Fitz Barbecue, FMJ Indoor Range, The Stimmer Family, G&T's Faded Barbershop, Main Screen Printing, Chucky's Custom Tackle, Renovate Fitness and Nutrition, Kick Extreme Desserts is coming soon to Cambridge, Leonard and Newland Real Estate Services, and Graham Excavating. As both teams are starting to head back out to the court. And Shellis, same spot again. Shot fake, lifts it. No good. Rebound tapped out. Singleton retrieves it. Spins around. Lays up left hand. Good. Big bucket from Jake Singleton there off the rebound. And the Colts back up double figures. Shellis in the paint. He's going to lift. Jumper, mid-range, no good. Lowry
can't
get it. Singleton.
And a foul, so. Now I'm not sure. I lost track of who had that shot originally down here, Darren.
It was Shellis who originally had the shot.
Yeah, the two. You're right. Thank you.
Vandal's going to be called for his second foul. Mayo with it to Dorsey, to Webster, to Hupp. Now Mayo up top. Meadowbrook being patient, letting the clock run. That clock running, it's Meadowbrook's friend right now. Singleton holding it. Dribbling around, gets in the paint. Elbow, passes to Dorsey, no good. Blocked by Lowry, rebounded by Lowry. Now New Philly's pushing, tipped up in the air. Vandal gets it, shot fake, wraps it around to Lowry, and it's good. Now Meadowbrook coming right back, and Jake's going to draw the foul. Inbounds to Hupp. Gets a couple seconds, then puts his ball down. Dribbled around. Breaks the count, gets it to Dorsey. Dorsey, they thought he was going to pass it out.
Yeah.
Shot fake, step through, lay in, good.
That's really one of the first times we've seen Dorsey be able to use that pump fake. That's been one of his biggest weapons in his arsenal this year.
So Meadowbrook back up 11, but Michael Vickers quickly goes right back, spins back to his left hand, lays it in, draws the foul.
And it's hard when you're not used to a lefty like that coming down there. Looks like, not sure who they called that one on. I don't know if they got the scoreboard. The foul's correct over there, but Vickers knocks that down, so the and one.
Ouch. And that was almost, wow, yeah. That hit Shellis right in the stomach.
Very fortunate for Meadowbrook there.
And Hupp's going to lift a corner three, no good. Webster comes down with the board. And we're going to have a travel there, yep. Trayvon's foot just slid a little bit there. Now Lowry's going to check back in. He's going to check back in for Miller.
Yeah. And it's still an 8-point lead here with about halfway through, so there's still a lot of time to go. Yep. If you're a Meadowbrook fan, you want that clock to tick, 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 tick. If you're Meadowbrook, you want Vickers on that side of the floor.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want him attacking from the left side.
Here's a three from Slaughter. Front iron, no good. Vickers with a rebound and a putback.
Vickers is just killing him right now.
Hupp fakes it, now's driving, gets it over.
Meadowbrook's got to get that
Here's
ball
a
into
trap.
Jake's hands somehow.
And we're going to have
That's
a timeout,
great,
Meadowbrook.
Yeah, great timeout.
So 45-39, 3:36 to go. And the Colts leading by 6. So big 3:36 left in this ball game. Still anybody's game. So we'll thank our sponsors. RHEA, Meadowbrook Teachers Union, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, the Markley Company, Big Fitz Barbecue, FMJ Indoor Range, the Stimmer Family, G&T's Faded Barbershop, Main Screen Printing, Chucky's Custom Tackle, Renovate Fitness and Nutrition, Kick Extreme Desserts, coming soon to Cambridge, Leonard and Newland Real Estate Services, and Graham Excavating. So trying to get an update, and here we go, and it looks like Tri-Valley is up 40-36 now in that game at Claymont High School. So the two teams that we said all along were the top two teams in the Eastern District currently leading. We said Tri-Valley and Meadowbrook are probably the top two teams just on our own opinions. And
yeah, we've said that all along. But Meadowbrook's still got a
both teams still got
both teams
part of a fourth quarter to go. And we're going to have a foul. That's probably going to be on Miller, and that's going to be a big foul there because that's going to be the 16th foul on New Philly, so they have no more to give. Webster with it, over to Hupp. Now Mayo. So New Philly being aggressive, going for that ball there on some of these guys as Singleton has it now, and he's getting doubled. He's going to pass ahead, and Dorsey's quickly fouled.
So they're going to start fouling, I think, maybe.
That's going to be on Vandal, be his third.
That was blatant. So maybe Philly's got a strategy here. Everybody's going to have to step up and hit the free throws here. And as we know, Dorsey is a pretty good free throw shooter on the season, so he knocks the first one down.
And a big free throw there, clutch one. 1-1, you can't get the second unless you make the first, and he made the first.
The other key point of that is it's now a 3-possession game. Makes them both. So back to an 8-point lead, so good job by Romeo knocking those down.
There's two clutch free throws by the senior. Vickers looking, gets it to Lowry. And Lowry's looking to drive. Spins off, looking around, left hand, it's good. Jaden Lowry, a nice game. He's now in double figures with 10 as New Philly's going to use a timeout.
He's kind of been that unsung hero for New Philly right now, so kind of big for them.
He's a strong inside presence, and New Philly has 3 players in double figures with Vandal and Vickers with 11 and Lowry with 10. So balanced scoring for the Quakers, but they're still trailing 47-41. 2:58 remaining in regulation. So what's your thoughts here? You got 2:58 left, Heath. What's your thoughts on strategy-wise for the Colts?
You would hope that you get it into Jake's hand, but the way they're doubling right now, they keep every time Jake touches, he's getting doubled. That means somebody's open. Meadowbrook's going to have to, find that open man if they want to take advantage of it. Or, as Philly showed their last possession, they may be employing the foul strategy here. But Meadowbrook's going to have to knock down free throws, get Jake the ball somehow. The other big thing is Meadowbrook kind of got a little bit sketchy there a few minutes ago, kind of getting a turnover, a couple lucky breaks. As you said, the one ball hit Shellis' knee and came back to him, so just got to be patient here. You're up 6. There's no reason to force the issue.
So still 40-36, Tri-Valley up over East Liverpool. That's in the fourth quarter. As Hupp has it here. He's trying to get it over to Jake. Jake finally shakes himself open. Now he splits the double team. But the help's there to make sure he doesn't get inside.
That's what you want, though.
But the clock's still running. Like we said, the clock is Meadowbrook's fan.
And that's not what you want right there. You know, they got to take care of the
basketball.
On the
other end, it's Vickers, and he's going to be shooting too. So Vickers has hit his only free throw at the free throw line tonight. He's going to step up and shoot two here.
He's been their big guy here in this second half.
Yeah, he has 9 of his.
I was going to say 9 points with that free throw. So he's been their guy. He's got to make sure the ball's out here.
And he misses both.
Romeo, good job.
As Romeo's going to get the rebound, but
it's unfortunate. Come back and just couldn't get his balance. So, yeah, Coach Jarrett clapping his hands, though.
It's going to be New Philly ball down under. Looking around, gets it inside to Lowry. Noses up Dorsey, back down, shot no good, but he's going to the line to shoot too. And his free throw is off. No good.
Again, Meadowbrook here, just make sure you box out, get the rebound, come down with it this time. So that's a violation by Vandal. I don't know how they missed that.
And Jake got the rebound, but a turnover on Meadowbrook.
Yeah.
Slaughter gets the steal, and now he's going to the line shooting too.
I tell you what, that's not a guy you want to foul. But yeah, I don't know how Vandal does not get called with that violation. I mean, it was halfway in the air when he stepped across the line.
And Slaughter breaks the little slump for the Quakers at the free throw line. They missed 4 in a row there, and he knocks that one down. It's a 5-point game. And the second one's good, but they're waving it off.
They got him that time, yeah. He did it the last time too, so they got him there.
The official must have heard you talking about it on the last one.
Hey, anybody, I'll give you $100 if you prove me wrong that he did it the first time, because that ball was halfway in the air and he stepped across there. They got him that time.
Inbounds to Jake, passes it over to Mayo. Back to Jake. That clock's running. And we're going to have a foul on Slaughter there. So this is the last thing New Philly wants, as you got one of the best free throw shooters, best shooters in the state of Ohio, step into the line, shooting a 1-on-1 here. And he knocks down the first. And he cashes in on the second, so it's a 3-possession game again, 49-42.
Tell you what, has this not been an intense fourth quarter?
And Meadowbrook applying the full court pressure. New Philly had a little trouble getting it in, but they break it as Vandal brings it across. Thought about the 3, Hupp's right there to stop him now. Vickers is going to drive. Looking, stepping, falling away, left-handed.
Man, he's
wow.
Good. I tell you what.
Tough shot there.
Yeah, Vickers is good.
And now Meadowbrook quickly breaking the pressure. And they're going to foul Webster. That's going to be on Shellis. It'll be his 3rd. So Webster's going to go to the line. I believe it's still a 1-and-1 as that's a 19th foul.
And I'll tell you what, Webster's also been a pretty good free throw shooter throughout his career. So see if he proves me right here.
And,
yes, and he does.
Gets the shooter's touch.
Now, if anybody has their eyes closed, that was a beautiful free throw by Webster. So
It was an all-around good
Yeah,
shot.
all-around good shot, yes. So there you go.
Cashes in on both.
That one, so.
Back up to 7. Just under a minute and a half. Here comes Vickers. Doing his same thing. Almost loses it. Does lose it. Gets it back from Shellis. Trapped in the corner. Shellis inside to Lowry. Left hand. Good.
Lowry has just been a monster for them down low.
And I believe Shellis was on the assist.
Shellis on the assist.
And timeout, New Philly. So both teams one timeout apiece here with a minute 14 to go.
Been crazy fourth quarter.
Miller's checked back in for New Philly. So definitely the fans are getting their money's worth tonight for sure. And if you're not here and you're listening on the KGP network, we appreciate you following us. And we've got a final from Claymont High School. I believe the final was 47-38 Tri-Valley with the victory. As the Scotties will advance to the Eastern District Finals. Yes, it's 47-38 Tri-Valley with the victory, so they will be playing in the Division II Eastern District Finals.
Nice season by the, I believe, Potters.
Yes, the East Liverpool Potters.
I had to go to my memory bank for a second.
And there's going to be a foul on Miller.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get called intentional.
Well, they didn't call the intentional at the end of the first half that Meadowbrook wanted, and obviously you're supposed to make an effort for the basketball.
Right, and that wasn't, that's what I said, that wasn't too much of an effort.
That was a let me put two hands in your back. So this one's going to be a 2-shot foul. And he's short on the first. As Lowry's going to check in for Miller. Minute 12 to go. Mayo's second free throw is up and good. 52-46. Meadowbrook applying some full court pressure. Inbounds to Vickers.
Don't let him get that left side. Push him right.
And he's going to shoot the three. No good. Rebound Lowry, but they're going to get a
back
foul.
on Webster. Wow. Man.
Tough call there on Drew Webster. That'll be his second. Lowry will be at the line shooting 1-1. Missed his first 2 free throws. His only 2 free throws here earlier in this quarter.
And Coach Jarrett was giving the referee who called that, he was giving him the business. Tough call there, but Lowry nonetheless at the line shooting a pair. Or one, I should say. Not bad. But he makes it, so he will shoot a pair.
Yep.
And you look at that scoreboard, it's a 5-point game now. So New Philly has just hung. He's talking to referee, talking to Vandal down there.
They want to make sure that it's nice and dry, as more than likely somebody's going to be going up that sideline one way or the other. So, and they're going to do some more cleaning on the floor. And we get the thumbs up, we're ready to play. Lowry's next free throw is good, and Miller's going to check back in for him here.
Going offense for defense. Yeah, Lowry has 8 this quarter for New Philly.
They get it into Jake Singleton here. That's who you want. Exactly. Over to Webster now. To Hupp. He's got an open Dorsey. And you thought maybe they were going to foul there, and there's Shellis does.
I don't mind that. Let him get precious time off that clock. Touch Shellis' 4th. Big shot by Hupp there.
Yeah, big free throw from Josh Hupp. He's now with 9, all coming here in the second half.
I'd like to see him hit this to stretch that out to a full 2-possession game.
48.7 to go. Second is rattles around and out. And
Trayvon reaches in and gets a jump
ball. It's going to stay.
It's going to stay, but hey, that gets the possession area your way. You like that. And 2, it keeps Philly from having to push up the court now. So see if Meadowbrook shows a little bit of pressure. So they're going to let him come across. So.
And it seemed like they kind of.
Yeah, going to get a trip, or did he slip, or what are they going to call here? Oh, that floor's wet, yeah. Something must be dripping because the ref looked up at the ceiling there. But yeah, Webster went to.
So now we have all kinds.
And he slipped. So
now we have all kinds of guys coming in here. We got a full maintenance crew here.
Right.
Coach Jarrett, Coach
Coach Jarrett and all them down there looking like they're on the Olympic curling team down there.
We got one of the officials doing it, assistant coach for New Philadelphia, cleaning things up.
That's hopefully that's a KGP extra tonight. There, get a good picture.
And I think Coach Jarrett's going to clean the entire floor here.
And Meadowbrook faithful giving him a hand.
And you see that the Wiley 2 veterans of Dan Schwederman and Mike Andrews are just standing at that Meadowbrook bench. They're like, hey, we've been there and done that. We've put our service in. You 2 young bucks need to get out there.
You don't usually see a head coach do that often, I'll tell you what.
He's making sure it's going to be dry for sure as he's back cleaning there. And if we, and one of the officials is kind of going over to the Meadowbrook and New Philadelphia players as there's kind of some talking going on back and forth.
Lowry talking some to Dorsey. Look at him.
Inbounds to Lowry. Looking around. Stolen by
Dorsey. Huge.
And he's going to be fouled, so he's going to be at the line shooting 2.
Yeah, Dorsey's telling Lowry because they've been jawing. Lowry was saying something to him, and Dorsey just kind of whispered in his ear. So, wow, big steal. That could be, if Dorsey hits these, that could be the play of the game right there. Still 29.2 to go, but man, that was a huge steal.
And now because of that chirping, the officials got to really look at it and make sure both teams are on their best behavior here in the last 29.2. And
Shellis fouls out for New Philly, so he finishes his night, I believe, with 7. Unofficial. Train, is that official?
I got him with 7, so it's unofficial.
Dorsey,
and he misses the first. One more shot here. And he puts up the second, and it is an all-around good shot as it rattles down.
That's the one you want to go down because it makes him have to inbound.
And here's Vickers.
23, 22,
looking.
Yeah, you like this.
Now he's driving, doesn't have anything, kicks it out. Slaughter, deep 3, it's good.
God.
And timeout, New Philly.
Yeah, 13.6, now it's a 3-point game. That's huge bucket by Philly.
So Slaughter's first outside bucket.
Yeah, so he had a free throw earlier. And that's
all 4 of his points have come here in the fourth quarter as it's a 51-54 game, 13.6 to go. So it is an exciting final stanza here at Indian Valley High School.
I feel like this quarter has lasted longer than the game.
Yeah, definitely. As
it has been a long quarter.
The fouls and the late game strategies with the timeouts. Obviously, both teams trying to get their best players in the best situations. As Oren Martin is going to check in for the Quakers, and ironically,
I kind of feel like if that shot don't go down, and now they added more time to the clock. Did you already say that, Darren?
I did not say that. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it was 13.6, and they added 0.6 of a second to the clock. So
I know there was a little bit of run-out before the timeout was called, and I was even thinking internally in my head, like, why didn't they call a timeout there to stop the clock? And obviously the officials must have got together and said, hey, he called the timeout. I was late on the whistle.
This is where you have to get Jake the ball. You have to. And like I was going to say, you kind of feel like if Slaughter misses that three, and it bounces around a little bit, Meadowbrook even gets the ball and gets fouled, you look at it probably maybe 10, 11 seconds, you feel like it might have been over. But that was a huge shot. So, I mean, right here.
Mayo's going to get it. He gets it over to Webster. Still no foul. Now it goes back to Singleton.
That's what you want, yeah.
And they're still not fouling.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be a timeout.
What in the world? I can't believe that. I mean, Mayo got the inbound. They could have fouled him quickly. Then Webster gets it. They could have fouled him, and then Jay gets it, and they still don't foul. I don't know what in the world.
So how about this? There was how much time on the clock?
14.6. 10 seconds ran off.
Exactly, 10 seconds ran off. So.
But we did get the timeout.
The Meadowbrook got the timeout, and the count doesn't start until that guy actually makes the count. So there's always going to be that human error part of it where there's going to be just that
Train,
split
that's a good
second
observation.
off.
A very good observation there. But, hey, still nonetheless, Meadowbrook gets the timeout. So, I mean, wow. I still can't believe they didn't call the Phillies coaches didn't say, hey, foul somebody there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought as soon as Trayvon caught it, they were going to put him at the line. But now time is running thin for the Quakers, and now they foul Trayvon.
You want that. I mean, Trayvon hits one of these two, it's over.
Yeah, New Philly is out of timeouts, as well as Meadowbrook, but the timeout situation doesn't matter for the Colts.
I mean, Trayvon, this is the two, I would say these are the two biggest shots of his career. His goal is to hit one of these two. You don't even have to hit both. Just hit one of them. Go 50% here, and your team is probably more than likely going to the district final. And there it is, folks. And everybody in the gym knows it. So, massive shot. Meadowbrook can just pull everybody back. No reason to foul. Let him shoot. It's all over. Trayvon, for good measure, says, I'll hit them both.
A little icing on the cake.
Yeah, stay off of them. Let them shoot it. Doesn't matter.
Vickers going to lift the three. Good.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. As Meadowbrook is going to advance with a 56-54 victory. The Colts will take on Tri-Valley Saturday night, 7 p.m. at a site to be determined. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the in-game results and statistics and maybe some predictions on where we think Saturday night's game might be as the Colts hang on to a 56-54 victory here at Indian Valley High School. We'll be back after a quick break with statistics.
Wow, what a game. It's crazy.
Welcome back. Indian Valley High School. The Meadowbrook Colts are advancing to the Division II District Finals with a thrilling 56-54 victory over the New Philadelphia Quakers. We thank Caleb for moving the camera on to us so you can see our beautiful faces.
You gotta get to your screen time.
He said we needed screen time, but we made sure we said his name at least 3 times during the live stream so we can get our proper paycheck for each game. Meadowbrook cling to an 11-9 lead at the end of the first quarter. Both teams scored 10 points apiece in the second quarter as Meadowbrook went into the half with a 21-19 lead. Meadowbrook extended that lead to 37-29 at the end of 3 quarters. And then Meadowbrook hung on for a 56-54 victory. A big part of the victory, Meadowbrook was 11 of 16 at the free throw line in that final frame and came up with some big free throws, including 2 big ones by Dorsey at one point. Mayo hit the 2 that really put the icing on the cake to extend it to a 5-point lead to make it 56-51 with just under 4 or 5 seconds to go. So looking at individual scoring, first for the New Philadelphia Quakers, they were led by Michael Vickers with his 18 points, with 14 of them coming in the second half. Jaden Lowry ended up with 14 points, with 10 of his coming in the second half. So Vickers and Lowry were the 2 big cogs in the helping New Philly in their comeback in tonight's contest. Carter Vandal finished with 11 points, and as much as a tough draw he was for the Colts, and we talked about at the end of the game, he did not attempt a shot in the fourth quarter, so Meadowbrook had him frustrated all night long. Caden Shellis finished with 7 points for the Quakers, and with 4 points all coming in the fourth quarter, Colton Slaughter. On to the victorious Colts. They were led by Jake Singleton's 25 points. He may have been the only person in double figures, but everybody contributed some big moments for this Meadowbrook team. Josh Hupp finished with 9, all 9 points coming in the second half. Hit that big 3 to start the second half for the Colts, and it seemed like it really got the offense rolling and helped them extend it to an 8-point lead at the end of 3 quarters. Romeo Dorsey had 8 points, made some big fourth quarter free throws for Meadowbrook. Drew Webster had 5 points, including cashing in a couple clutch free throws in that fourth quarter. Also with 5 points was Trayvon Mayo, who of course made the two free throws that extended the lead to 5 and pretty much iced the game for the Colts. And with 2 points each, Easton Eibel and Dane Singleton, that's your scoring for Meadowbrook. Now, Heath, let's look at the team and individual statistics.
Okay, so Meadowbrook shooting on the night, man, great performance from the floor, 18 of 32, so well over 50%. And then also from three-point land, 5 of 11. Hupp hitting 2 big ones specifically there in the second half. So good shooting night for Meadowbrook. For New Philly, they shot 20 of 44 from the floor and 3 of 12 from the three-point line. As far as, like I said, at the half, Meadowbrook was trailing on the glass 11-9, but I tell you what, they did a heck of a job in the second half. They ended up winning the battle of the boards, believe it or not, 24-20. So good job by Meadowbrook. Their leader tonight, Jake Singleton, was 7. Dorsey with 5 for New Philly. Of course, their standout Carter Vandal. Sad to see a player of his caliber come to an end, but he had 9 boards. And then Lowry, really good job off the bench by that young fella, Jaden Lowry. He had 5. As far as assists, Meadowbrook ended up with 5 assists. Dorsey and Webster tied with 2 apiece. For New Philly, they had 7. Caden Shellis had 4 to lead them. As far as steals, Meadowbrook finished with 5. Romeo, their leader tonight, with 3. New Philly had 6 steals. Their leader, Colton Slaughter, good job by Colton. He had 4. So a name, as we said, most Cambridge fans are familiar with. as far as blocks, Meadowbrook didn't have. I still had Colton from Cambridge in mind, saying that he used to go to Cambridge, but Meadowbrook didn't have any blocks uncharacteristic. Usually he got 3 or 4 a night, but on the flip side, New Philly had 5. Lowry was their leader with 2. As far as turnovers, Meadowbrook ended up the night with 13, and New Philly just 8. So New Philly only had 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. So they did a nice job taking care of the basketball to try to come back from that 11-point deficit.
Yeah, and you have to credit the Meadowbrook defense there.
Yeah.
They came up with some big possessions in key moments, and obviously hitting the free throws down the stretch.
I would venture to say, Romeo's steal down here with about 29 seconds to go. He goes to the free throw line, and, of course, he didn't make his free throws, but nonetheless,
he did make the second, which was crucial.
Oh, yeah. That big steal, he did hit the second. Yes, thank you. That big steal was more important than the points on the other end, because it forced New Philly to have to bring it back up the floor, and then it denied them a score. And I'll tell you what, just different times tonight, it just, like you say, it just seemed like Meadowbrook needed some sort of defensive stop, and they were able to get it. Vandal, several times they were able to, to deny him a bucket. So I would say Meadowbrook's defense definitely tonight was out in full force.
And that was a big steal, Dorsey, because right before that, remember, they were doing the maintenance work on the court where Coach Jarrett and Coach Nichols were out there. And
because that's where Drew Webster almost come up one and fell. So that was good. But you just, again, I go back to on the New Philly side of things, coulda, shoulda, woulda. I mean, you're looking up at the clock, 14.6 to go. Meadowbrook inbounds it, and Trayvon gets it, no foul. Pass over to Webster, no foul. Jake gets it. At this point, you're thinking, hey, you can't, beggars can't be choosers at that time, but still no foul. Meadowbrook then calls a timeout, and I mean, as you pointed out, 10 full seconds went off the clock, and you just wonder what New Philly was thinking there. But, on the flip side, this was probably, to me, as far as, competition-wise, you hate to take away from anything from anybody else, but this is probably one of the best teams, if not the best team, outside of DeSales that Meadowbrook has seen all year. And, Tri-Valley, of course, when they played
Tri-Valley. Columbus Ready, too. Obviously, the three teams they lost to.
Yeah, the 3 they lost to. But, I'd say New Philly is right in that mix of those, talented teams. And, Meadowbrook come out, took the lead early, and they never trailed. So, to me, this was one of those games where, we've seen Meadowbrook get leads and kind of do silly things and lose their leads and stuff. But I tell you what, it just seemed like tonight, they had that little moment there about the 2:30 mark in the fourth, but it just seemed like this was one of those games that Meadowbrook almost near put a complete performance from start to finish together.
And that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll give one more shout-out to the sponsors: RHEA, Meadowbrook Teachers Union, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, the Markley Company, Big Fitz Barbecue, FMJ Indoor Range, the Stemmer Family, G&T's Faded Barbershop, Main Screen Printing, Chucky's Custom Tackle, Renovate Fitness Nutrition, Kick Extreme Discounts coming soon to Cambridge, Leonard & Newland Real Estate Services, and Graham Excavating. And most importantly, we thank you, the viewers, for coming in and watching us on the live stream tonight.
Yeah, hopefully from Coshocton or Zanesville next.
That's what we're thinking, Coshocton or Zanesville. It could be someplace else. We don't know, but
Caleb's giving me the head nod, so it looks like that's probably a Tri-Valley.
Tri-Valley. And we'll repeat again, Tri-Valley won 47-38, so it's going to be Meadowbrook versus Tri-Valley. Rematch from earlier in the year against the Scotties, so Meadowbrook's going to look to avenge one of their losses.
That rematch
in that ball game. As I'm looking through my notes, trying to figure out what the final score is. 64-51. Tri-Valley won.
That the Muskingum Valley League folks are beaming ear to ear because anytime you can put your conference, in the spotlight that late in the season, you're happy.
And obviously, it was in the spotlight last night.
Right.
Girls basketball.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah.
With Sheridan and John Glenn facing off. Sheridan pulling off a 1-point victory, and they're going to play Warren, who defeated Tri-Valley girls, who you're talking three of the four teams.
John Glenn with the win.
No, Sheridan had the win over John Glenn.
Sheridan,
and then Warren beat Tri-Valley in the later game, so you had 3 of the 4 Warrior MVL schools.
Right.
So just an exciting time for the MVL, and they're going to get another MVL contest Saturday night when Meadowbrook takes on Tri-Valley. At a site to be determined. We're thinking Zanesville or Coshocton. But
it sounds like you'll get to hear our
beautiful
voices one more time this season. So
we'll make one more round.
Here we go. All right.
So have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the week, and we'll see you Saturday night here on the KGP Network.
Stay classy, Guernsey County.